Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 4 of our playthrough through Caesarean Sardis here, the custom map by Fairbuy in the Augustus mod. Today we've got a lot of ground to cover. Last time we got our second block up and running, we've increased our defenses, and we also got our patrician block started. Now we're not really there yet with the patricians. We're missing a lot of stuff to get them up to where they need to be, including other food sources, which we're going to have to import soon. But it's here. Now, through the magic of the console commands and editors, things that the mapmaker told me about, I was able to add in the resources I need to finish the Hippodrome here. So, specifically with sand and stone, both of which I'll now be able to get. If you're downloading this map on the most recent version, you won't have to do what I just did. This is just because I had on my computer the older version of this map that was created before these resources were added. So that's the only reason I had to do this. But it won't change anything about this map really at all, except for me using the cracks here to get stone. But that's about it. Now, with that said, where do we want to start today? One of the things that's happening to us is our timber, which we've been using for trade for so long, is starting to fall out of favor with our neighbors. So the price for timber has been lowering. I imagine the demand will be lowering quite soon as well. So we're going to have to shift our economy a bit. We're going to have to pivot over to olives, to vines, to oil, and to wine. That's going to be our primary moneymaker from this point out. Now, we're still making fantastic money here. It's not like we're in any kind of trouble whatsoever. So bear that in mind. But we do want to get a few things started. And I'm trying to decide where I want to do that. I could add some vines and things right up here. And just so it's a bit closer to the dock. But as you can see, we're only really missing vines up here. Olive oil, actually, it doesn't even feel like we're selling at all. So let's go check that, because that feels a little bit wrong. So vines are exports over 0, olives are exports over 0. Have we just sold too much? Okay, it just ticked over to January, so maybe that was the issue. Maybe it was more of an issue of we sold a bit too much, and now we have to wait. Well, that's fine. Let's make some decisions here then. So, yeah, here comes the boat. This is probably going to buy a ton of olives right here. Let's go ahead and add a couple more vine farms, and I want to do it. I kind of want to do it over here. The reason being is that all of the rest of my cities from this point forward are going to be in this area. And these farmlands up here in the center, plus this over here, is closer and it's just easier to feed it with. Whereas this, I don't feel like I'm going to be using this much anymore, so I might as well use it for the purpose of exports and trade. So let's go ahead and get a couple of, well, you know what, let's wait until our unemployment fixes itself first. And then we'll get a couple of vine farms there, and we'll start exporting, or rather cart depoting, cart pushing it up to this warehouse for sale. So yeah, we can see we sold a ton of stuff right there with that first shipment. So it's good to see. We are enemies closing, so we'll have to bear that in mind. And I also want to make sure we are not getting into this kind of situation here, which is annoying. So let's get a fountain here and here for now, I suppose. And then I'm going to go ahead and get all these houses right here. We, I feel like we're not getting immigration here. People are immigrating to the city. Did Rome raise its wages? I don't remember if it did. Okay, no, we're even with Rome. Okay, so, you know, sometimes Rome will raise the wages of their city, and you have to get close or match them or even exceed them. And if you're too low, then people stop immigrating to your city, and your plebs get mad. So you don't want to do that. Got my morning coffee here. It's just about to turn 9 a.m. here in Kyoto. It's always good to have a morning cup of joe to get everything started. So let's let's just let this do its thing here. Yeah, these things are devolving for a second because we put down a lot of new houses, but that'll fix itself, so don't worry about that. Increased trading of wine. Okay, let's take a look. Ephesus increases their wine, so this is where we're going to see that big pivot. Ephesus is... Where are you, Ephesus? Now they want 24 wine. Okay. So that's significantly more wine than before. So we could increase our wine here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wine makers here, wineries. Wine workshops even. And, you know, that should be, I think, probably enough to keep our money up for now. We'll not increase anything just yet. I do want to make sure we're getting more vines up here first. But that is a thing we could do. We can also set up more industry right here and then cart pusher it just kind of down this way. That's also a definite thing we can do. We've got a lot of highways here as well, so these caravans are really just hightailing it out of this city. So that is also good. I've got 4 forts at the moment. I'm trying to decide if I want to add one down here just to be close by. Although this isn't too far of a walk. They just have to go pretty much straight down here to get here. And we've got a lot of firepower hitting these guys on the way down, so maybe it's not too bad. Up here, though, well, you know, I guess nothing's too far away. This is kind of the farthest one because I plugged up this little gap here. If we try to go over here, they have to do this run around like this. But again, you know, we've got a lot of firepower to whittle down the enemy. It shouldn't be too bad. Maybe I will add 1 fort right here. We can get, what do we want to get here? What do we have? We have javelins, we have infantry, javelins, and horses here. Maybe I'll get some infantry right here. That probably will be... Oh, there's a little, I didn't even realize this was here. There's a mineable spot for marble. Didn't even see that one. There's probably a ton I've missed. Alright, let's go fort and infantry. I'm going to drop it right up here. Maybe right there. And we're slowly getting our plebs in here. Slowly but surely. Oh, you know what? I just realized this doesn't have any water in it. Let's get that out. And let's replace it with something that will get water. Alright. Right there is fine. Alright. So these guys are on the up and up here. They'll start evolving soon enough. And we're about to even out on our unemployment, which is good. Let's actually see how much room we have. We have available capacity 440. Okay, so and that's going to go up a bit because those guys are still evolving. So we got plenty of room for more plebs. So we'll wait. We'll give it a minute. I don't like being understaffed because it just makes everything less efficient. You know, I could play with the labor guy and allocate a bit more. You know, you can get pretty intensive on your allocations and make sure, you know, no one's missing in places that are vital, but I'm not that sweaty. I'll just wait a minute or two and let my plebs come in, and then we can take care of it from there. Man, I'm just gulping down this coffee today, aren't I? Today is March the 15th. It is the Ides of March. It is a tragic holiday. The assassination of Julius Caesar happened today in 44 BC. You hate to see it. Julius Caesar, of course, the greatest Roman hero, perhaps the greatest man who ever lived. Of course, this map takes place in the reign of Tiberius. We talked a little bit about Tiberius last time, too. Ooh, we're getting asked for oil. It's fine by me. A lower price for timber. We talked about Tiberius being forced to marry Augustus's daughter, despite him really not wanting to. He already had a wife that he was super in love with. Yeah, Tiberius is viewed historically quite negatively. He almost was an absentee emperor. He really didn't want the job, it seems like, and he would often leave pretty much everything to the Senate. And he also had, well, let's just say he had a lecherous tendency that's documented by Suetonius. How much of it is exaggerated, I don't know, but it seems like, you know, after losing his brother, who he loved very much, you know, losing his son, losing his first wife, he just started to give into depravity. Decreased rating, yeah. We're seeing the The timber market is plummeting right now. He retired to the island of Capri and really just let himself go, which is a bit unfortunate. He was a very competent general. You know, he put down revolts in Pannonia. He led very successful campaigns in Germany to subdue the Germanic barbarians after the defeat of Varus, you know, the Teutoburg Forest, the famous Teutoburg Forest massacre of 3 legions. But he was a cheapskate, and he really let his empire fall into, well, I'm not going to say disrepair, but just into neglect, which is sad to see. We're getting our infantry up here. I think we have enough. We're getting I think 16 oil. Yeah, 16. Okay, we're gonna have enough oil to store for sure. So let's go ahead and add. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to add a few things. Oops. That wasn't one of them. Let's... Alright, I'm trying to fix a little bit of this road here, so it's a bit cleaner. It's not wobbling out way up high. So these guys actually do get out this far, so I don't think I'll have to add another prefecture or whatchamacallit here. So let's get a couple of vine farms. One there. One there. And I don't mind if they actually go to this one, so let's add vines here. We'll just add, I don't know, 8. 8 is fine. And then we'll cart pusher it out. So let's get another cart depot. Put it right up there. And we'll go vines from 5 to 6. Imperial Dispatch is ready for our oil. Let's get that out of here. We'll add vines here. And that's from 5 to 6. Good. Alright, so now we should be filled up here on vines as well. One other thing we're going to have to do is, eventually we're going to have to import wheat. We could probably open this up right away, actually. Alexandria is going to be our 3rd source of food. They're going to get us that wheat. So let's go ahead and open this up. We're not going to probably bother with selling the pottery to them. I think our economies are strong enough that I'm going to import our pottery, and that's going to be it. You know what is bothering me right now, though? Is I have pottery, furniture, oil, and wine set here, and I thought... Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting pottery, so it's 13 to 14. Oh, that's the problem. It's, so it should be 14 to 13. That's what's going on. And there we go. I don't know how I made that mistake, but... Well, we fixed it. Okay, that'll help a bit. And I think we did not turn on pottery imports, so let's do that. Let's make sure it's turned off here. We're not accepting pottery. No, we are not. Alright, let's go imports. And pottery's right here, so we're importing max. The issue is we didn't have this turned on. So we'll turn on our little camel guy. And that'll fix that situation. We'll be good to go. Alright. Nice. Let's see, how much room do we have now? We should still have a lot of room. We have room for 381 more plebs. We're just kind of waiting for them to trickle in. We see here and there we see plebs coming in. They're not coming in like in a huge train like I'd want them to. But I also don't want to overcommit right now and build too much and have my unemployment skyrocket, because that'd be just a bit unfortunate. But once we get that sorted, I'm going to start building our Hippodrome, which means we're going to need concrete. Concrete needs 2 things. It needs sand And it needs... Oh, wait. It just needs sand, I think. I think it needs water. Bricks need clay and sand, I believe. Yeah, let's, if we get a... If we go to workshops and concrete maker, I can drop one right here, actually. And it needs, yeah, it just needs the sand, and then it needs water. So we'll put that right there, and we'll get a couple of them. Let's get 4 of them. And then up here, we can actually get our sand pits like this. This is overdoing it. And our unemployment's going to skyrocket for a bit, but that's alright. Drinking this way too fast. I'm going to run out of coffee, and we're only like 10 minutes into this map. Okay. So we'll let that take care of itself here. And then that'll get our Hippodrome to the next level. And that'll be nice. I really want to get that Hippodrome up and running. It really is the most fun building to have in any city. Alright. Looks like our sales of vines and olives are going really well. Let's actually check here. Yeah, we were 8 of 40 on vines, 27 of 40 on olives, so vines are a bit low, but that'll fix itself in a minute. And then, do we want to go ahead and start importing our wheat? I think we do. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually going to add a second warehouse. Right here. And I'm going to turn off the market ladies and land traders, and we're only going to be taking wheat here. And of course, what that means is we're going to have to start accepting wheat over here. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to lower this down to... How do we want to do this? We'll do 16 fruit, 8 wheat, and then we'll go down to 8 fish, because eventually we're going to have to get fish in here too. And then we're going to have to cart push the wheat from here to here. We definitely have too many farms, but that's okay. We can cross that bridge when we come to it. Alright, so let's get our cart depot, and it's going to be wheat from warehouse 17 to granary number 12. Let's do that now. And then, let's go ahead and get our wheat import set up here. So let's go to our trade advisor, wheat. And I'm just going to set it to importing max. That's fine. We'll get, we'll set this at 24 maybe. Maybe it's 16. So we'll be getting 16 wheat here all the time, and then it'll just be immediately taken off and brought to this warehouse over here. We'll do the same thing with fish in a bit. Alright. The invasion should be coming here any minute. So we'll be a little bit conscious of that. And I'll probably add one more vine farm here. Just so we're supplying this thing with a bit more vines. We could also just get a... whatchamacallit? We could get a warehouse here. We get a warehouse here and then cart pusher these up here. That would make it a bit more efficient as well. But for now, it is what it is. We're not in any kind of economic dire straits where I'm having to hyper-optimize, so we're not too worried. Alright. Let's, I'm really not liking how slow plebs are coming in here, even though we have enough room for a ton of them. And we are getting, they are immigrating. There's nothing... Oh, it says lack of housing prevents immigration. That's a lie. There's plenty of housing. Alright, fine. We'll get another house right here. How about that? How about that? Oh, okay, we got our pottery and furniture here. That's great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow pottery and furniture for these guys. I'm going to get a actors colony. Maybe I'll get a gladiator school. I'll get a gladiator school here first. So this will walk down and support these guys. And this means these guys are going to level up to the next level. I know, shocking. Leveling up to the next level. I'll also get rid of this, and then I'm going to get a tiny bit of olive oil production here, and by a tiny bit, I mean just a tiny bit. So we're going to do a farm olives right here. And then I'm going to get 2 olive oil workshops right here. Oh, here they come. Okay. Please let me close it down. Okay. Alright, they're coming from the west, which is fine by me. Let's get our boys out there. There we go. It's probably our least defended area here, so. Only have 5 ballistas, 5 towers going on. It's a lot of infantry there. Alright, they're starting to bang on the walls here. Let's get our horses in. Get our javelins over here. Get you guys out here. There we go. And here's our infantry. Let's get these guys in there. I think we're okay. Nice. Excellent. Alright, that was a pretty easy defense there. Let's go ahead and send these guys back. And we'll go ahead and rebuild the palisades we lost. Let's go palisades right here. Put these guys over there. There we go. All right. And we are no invasions now, so we're looking good on invasions. Let's see. Should we set up another city? That is the question. 12 of 32 on concrete. Now I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of this stuff soon because I'm not going to be building too many more temples, or rather things that are going to require concrete. I don't think. I don't really need them on this map, I feel. Oh, these guys are leveling up nice and good too. So if we want to get another city, we're probably going to get it right around here. I'm going to clear out a nice big old fat space. Right there. Get rid of this stuff. Being asked for 24 marble. That's a lot of marble. We are getting 16 here, and then we've got some down here as well. Got 8 here. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll get that soon enough. We'll just make sure we're storing it up. Let's focus back on this right here. Now, I could use this granary to feed both cities, but I think that might be a little bit too ambitious. So we'll probably get a second granary here. Put it like right down here or something. And we'll just get our next city right in this area. Now, to accomplish that... Oops. Let's not delete our own structures. I'm going to clear a little bit of space. And then for water, I'm going to just do a snake of aqueducts right here and put an aqueduct right over here. I'm sorry, put a reservoir right over here. And that should help us out. So I could branch from this one here. Go out like that. Bring it over. Bring it down here. And then I could do something like this. And then get the reservoir right there. That's probably okay. And then... oh, we have an angry god here. Let's see, where do I want to drop god temples at? We'll probably drop more over here. In fact... well, let's see who's angry first. We know it's not Mercury. Okay, it's everyone except for Mercury. So let's get... actually, hold on. Wrong button there, Chad. Take it easy. 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, so Mars, Neptune, and Ceres specifically. Okay, let's get that. So Ceres... I'm just going to do this here for now. Mars. And Neptune. We'll get them all right there. So that'll take care of any angry gods. And then what we're going to do is, I think... I'm going to get some large temples up in this area. And large temples are great. They provide a lot of faith for a lot of pop. So I'm going to fix up this ugly, ugly road here. Let's go ahead and just make a straight line right there. We'll take all this out like that. And let's do a roadblock here, because I'm pretty sure the Grand Temple doesn't need the roadblock. Or it doesn't need the, it doesn't need the firefight or anything like that. Yeah, no likelihood of fire or anything like that, so I think we're okay. If you ever want to check, you can go to overlays, risks, fire, and yeah, I think this is permanently good to go. Risks and damage. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Okay, let's turn that off. And we were trying to build up a city here. So let's do that. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. There we go, and that'll be 3 away from our reservoir. That's 24. That's 8. And there we go. There's our block. I'm gonna actually get another granary here. I'm very tempted to just connect these two. Or rather use this for both blocks. I'll try it at first. That's probably not the best idea, but we'll see. Roadblock here, roadblock there. And yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, if we can use this one to supply both of these, if it doesn't run out, that's all the better. If it does, then we'll just add another granary and add some more farms up here. We probably will have to add some more farms up here anyway, just to supply as many plebs as we're gonna have. So we'll do that. Let's start to add, speaking of plebs, Imperial Dispatch is ready. So let's get that going. And I'm gonna actually... well, maybe not. I'm gonna wait until this fills up a little bit more, and then we'll get some of those large temples. Okay, back to work. Let's get our fountains. Alright, there is fine. Nope, that's not. There we go. We'll go right here. Right here. And right there. That's good enough. We'll start getting a bit of housing. Not too much. Oops. Just a little bit. And then we'll get our prefecture. The usual line of suspects. I'll get them up here. Doctor, barber. And then the bath. Will it get water over here? No. A can over here. We'll get it right up here. Why not? Okay. That'll be a decent start, at least for getting people in. We'll go ahead and plaza it up too, just so we have a little bit of you know what I'm saying? That stuff. Okay, we're gonna need more entertainment here. So let's actually, I'm gonna take away a farm. So we definitely, I think 4 farms will be enough for this. And let's get a actors colony here. That might help. Okay, this finished. So now we're going to need stone. So I'm actually going to take away all this stuff here. Let's get rid of all that. And then for stone, I'm going to do a sneaky cheat here. And I'm going to do... Well, it's not really a cheat. He didn't mention this stone. He just said no using it for marble. But we're going to use these here. We'll just get 3 of them for now. A road up here. Let's do a roadblock right here. I'll get an engineer and prefecture. I'll get a warehouse just for this stuff, just for the stone. There we go. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move our... You know, I'm going to keep that there. I changed my mind. I am going to get another work camp. Let's get that work camp right here. And let's also start getting our large temples. Basically everyone except for Mercury. Ceres, Neptune, more decreased trading there. That is what it is. Skip Mercury, and there's Mars. And Venus. There we go. And, gosh, was there any other marble around here that we could get? I'm trying to look for any other ruins. There was this one here. Was there any on this side? No, I don't see any. How about over here? You guys see anything? I don't see anything. Alright. There's nothing else I think we can abuse here in terms of marble resources for our guys. So we'll leave that as it is for now. Although I don't really want to do that. I do kind of want to add a little bit more. There was like a couple resources over here though. I think we found one over here. Yeah, there was one over here. But I don't see any others. So let's you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to change warehouse our part, specifically this one. No, this one. So right now it's going to Warehouse 2 for the sales. Let's switch it to Warehouse 1. Just to be used in construction projects. That should help out a bit. I like that idea. Okay, we're starting to fill up on these plebs here. I guess I'll feed them. I guess. I'm going to go ahead and roadblock this. Nice, that makes them come out. You can just left-click on them, by the way, to see this. I am such in a habit of right-clicking everything to see the blue outline of where they go. That I always forget that you can left click those, but you can do that if you're playing this. You want an easier thing so you don't bring up a little pop-up every time. Sometimes, you know, tips and tricks like that do help. Let's get another farm here, or maybe a couple even. 1 and 2 right there. We've got a lot more plebs coming in, and also we have oil here now. So what that means is let's turn on wheat and let's turn on oil, since we do have wheat here now. And I have a school already, so that's good. That should get these guys to level up to 2x2s. So that'll help a little bit, and then when we're ready to turn them into patricians. And by ready, what I really mean is we have enough plebs to cover the loss of workers that we incur when we evolve into patricians. Then we'll just add that wine. Damn. He's mad that they're poor. It's alright. I'm mad that they're poor too. Now, we've incurred a lot of losses on trade for timber. And you can see we're storing up a ton of it. Now, that might be because it's December right now. In fact, let's actually take a look. Let's review our trade. It's good to review your trade from time to time. Okay, we're actually not selling as much as I thought to Byzantium. We've only sold 9 wine and 8 oil for the year. That's surprisingly low. To Marina, they've lowered it down to 50 timber. But they're buying... Oh, you know what? It's because these guys are also buying oil here. And there's probably a wine bar here as well. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to vastly increase oil and wine. That's what I'm learning here. Because Ephesus now only buys 10 timber. So low. 26 timber for Hierapolis. And they're also getting wine too. So, we can take away some timber if we wanted to. Probably get rid of... I don't know. Let's get rid of this one here. And... let's add more infrastructure in this area here. Specifically, I'm going to try to expand down this way. And we're trying to get as much wine and oil as we can. Now, I'm seeing that there is some buildup of resources here, so I can also start adding a few more workshops here. So I'll get another wine workshop. Thank you. Right here. And then I'll do another oil workshop. Right there. And that should help with the flow of resources here, because we're building up too much. Which isn't good. So that'll help us with what we have. Up here, yeah, you can see we're super stocked on this. Ooh, these guys evolved nicely. Look at that. Look at that. We got some big boys here now. Now, they're going to want some more entertainment, which is reasonable. So I'm going to get that for them, and I'm going to get that in the form of an arena. And the arena is a very undesirable building. Super undesirable. So I kind of want it off in its own area. I'm going to put it over here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's put it up here. Now that might make these guys angry right off the bat. So I'm gonna also do a statue. Do like an equestrian statue right here. Maybe that'll help out a bit. And let's see where this gets us. Now I did realize just now that I'm gonna need a second form of wine, and I didn't see a wine import here, so I might actually end up getting a Grand Temple to Venus. Oh wait, Athens does sell us wine. Okay, so we can get a second type of wine without getting the Grand Temple to Venus. That's good. Let's also get a lion tamer here, or a lion, whatchamacallit, lion house. There it is. We are enemies closing. Just got to be vigilant about that. Let's see, how are we doing here? We're starting to build up our large temples. We have our first one done. And Neptune's next. I'm just gonna get a small temple to Venus over here. We'll put it right down here. So these guys get their religion. And they get leveled up a little bit. And we'll also... I guess we'll add a couple more houses here. How are we doing on that food, though? We're doing okay. It's not terrible. But we could probably start adding a few new farms soon. We'll think about that as we get to it. Let's go ahead and clear out this. Right there. And over here, you can see there's some desirability issues. So we'll have to address that. One of the things that is desirable that I'm always shocked to see that is desirable is the Academy. So I'll drop the Academy right there now. That might help, and then we can get a, what do we want to get here? Let's get another statue, right? Oh, it doesn't fit. 2, okay, that's fine. Make room for that. Get that up here. I'm gonna get this over here. And that should be quite good for the desirability for a while. Okay. We are enemies closing. Gotta be a little bit careful on that. And I'm just gonna add these for now. Oops. There we go. And how are we doing on here? Well, we got our timber. We're starting to get our stone. We're almost there on our stone. And then we're going to have to move to our last phase of the Hippodrome. And then that actually will provide a nice bonus up here. Another thing I'm going to do here actually is I'm going to add a wine farm. Or vines farm, I should say. And this is just so we don't have to do any logistical legwork here. Let's get a couple of wine workshops right there. And we're already accepting wine here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And that'll supply our patricians with wine, our future patricians, as it were. And let's get some more... Let's get some more farms here. Get 2 more. Like that. And I might actually get a cart depot here to just make sure we're constantly shipping out to this. Like, it's gotta be all the time with this stuff, or else it's plebs are gonna starve. So let's actually do that right now. Let's get a cart depot. I'm gonna put it right here. And we're going to do fruit 15 to 10. So let's go. Fruit 15 to 10. There we go. And that'll just make sure this is constantly filled up. Like, this is sending out its own card pusher too. Kind of. I don't see it out right now. Usually it says card pusher is returning with the delivery. I'm not sure where it's going. This isn't connected to anything else. I might have my cart pusher going off-road. Yeah, in fact, he did. He went somewhere else, which is a bit disturbing, but whatever. He probably went over here. I think I do have cart pushers set to go off-road, so it's one thing to pay attention to. Okay. Store some of that timber. Okay, we almost have enough stone here. And actually, we need 32, so I'm gonna bring this up to 32, just so we can put it all right there for now. And then we're gonna take it off and put it back on 24 as soon as we get that. Yep, we have 32. Let's bring this back to 24. Clicked it too many times. There we go. Let's send the request. There we go. And let's also make sure we're not forgetting to add infrastructure down here. Okay, was this the last of the marble we needed down here? Yeah, it was. Okay, good. 87,000 denarii. We're looking fantastic on money. Let's get our theater. Let's get a library here as well. We'll let these guys level up all the way. When I say all the way, we're really just getting them to small causes. Let's get some luxury items here. And by that I mean desirability buildings, or desira buildings as I've called them in the past. Get a few of them here. Ever faithful small pawns, how I love you so. There we go. And we're gonna have room for a lot of plebs. Like, if I look right now, we have room for 998. So I need to cool my jets. Because we're gonna have plenty of plebs coming in all the time. It's gonna be nuts. I could probably even increase my salaries. Here, yeah, let's do that. I'll give them an extra denarii, make the plebs extra happy here. And then once we get enough in here, we'll go ahead and evolve these guys so they'll be at small villas. And that'll be a fantastic upgrade to have. Let's take a look here. We have our wheat up here. We're still selling a lot of olives and vines. And we're not selling any pottery, but that's intentional. We're just importing. Because my plan is to keep these guys at small causes and just have our patricians carry us for our prosperity goal. That's the plan. Our large temples are all done. So we're probably not going to have to worry about faith for quite a while. And that's good. Oh, you know what? I should... You know, I'm a big dummy. I should have done a small temple to Mercury here. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't matter. Because I have it set to pottery and furniture. So they don't use as much pottery and furniture, but I'm not giving them pottery and furniture anyway. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I kind of default to putting temples of Venus in my blocks, because almost always I end up with a Grand Temple of Venus. Because it's just such a powerful Grand Temple, it can give you extra entertainment. Or you can set it to give a second type of wine for your patricians if you're lacking that. That can be like the last key to getting your patricians to that next level. So if you're struggling, Grand Temple to Venus is very helpful. I'm not getting it this time, but it's definitely a good choice. You know what I could do is I could add a couple of towers over here, maybe. I don't know if they're going to be in range, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Can I get 4 here? No. I'm going to get a tower right here. So why not? Let's get a little road right here. There we go. Might as well get an extra ballista. And I could get one right here, too. Let's see. No, I could not. It would have to be right here. Well, that's okay. Let's do it. Whoops. Ballistas are a good thing. You never have too many ballistas. Alright. It looks like we're really storing up on stone here. Okay, so now we need marble, timber, and bricks. So let's take stock of that. Marble, timber, and bricks. Well, marble we're getting right here, and so are we getting timber. We could probably add another timber thing right here. And then the clay can be used to make the bricks. So let's do some work here. Marble is taking care of itself, so let's not worry about that. Timber's kind of taking care of itself, but not really. So I'm going to add another timber yard right here, just to kind of help the flow here. Could get another one here as well. Or up here. Or right here. 3 timber yards, why not? We're not going to need the stone anymore, so I'm going to lower this. And instead we're going to get bricks. So let's allow bricks here. And then what do we need for bricks? Well, we're going to need sand and we're going to need clay. So I did get rid of our sand production before, so we'll have to rebuild that. Clay we have right here. We have 16 of it. So we're probably going to have to get more clay. We'll have to import that. That's okay. So let's do workshops, brickworks. We'll do some of them right over here. I suppose. I don't want to go to. Let's go up here. 3 brickworks. Raw material sand. Oh, that was stone, wasn't it? Sand. Sand. Let's get 3 of them. And you can see the clay being brought out here to the brickworks. That's what we want. And then that'll be the last piece of the puzzle. We'll have to get a little bit of clay, I think, because they need, what, 48 bricks? 32 bricks. So we'll have to get quite a bit more clay, but that's okay. Again, we'll cross that bridge in a bit. We're at 83 unemployed plebs. We have over 5,000 total, so that's good. So, I think what that means for us is we can safely go to patricians pretty soon. I don't want to do it right now because that's going to take out way too many plebs from our ecosystem. But soon enough we can. We have, I think, everything going to where we need it to go, or where we want it to go. And we have definitely a lot of money. Now, we do have enough to start extending our economy now down to this area with all these sheep, these dastardly sheep. So, because we're having an excess of workers, let's go ahead and do that. Now, it's going to delay the patricians a bit, but that's okay. We're not in a rush to get patricians. It's not like we're going to win any faster with that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the roads going here. I'm going to roadblock this right away. And let's go ahead and do an area. This is going to be for our workshops here. And then farms are going to be around here, I'm thinking. So let's get workshops first. Let's get 2 more oil. And 2 more wine. And then let's go ahead and get a olive farm here. And a wine or a vines farm right here for now. And let's get a you know what already. Now this is gonna cause an issue with some jumping. You can see how they're going diagonally right here, so that's a bit unfortunate. We're gonna have to fix that. How do I want to fix this? Because that's gonna cause a problem with everybody here. The better way to fix this would be to slide everything down a hex, but I'm just gonna do this. And we're gonna have to kind of be a little bit of a sneaker here and get, let's just road this out right here. We'll do an engineer and a prefecture to watch these guys go. Okay. Well, it's inefficient, but it's okay. If you're playing a game from 1998 in a city builder and you're only worried about hyper-optimizing everything, you need to get a life. Relax. Take it easy. Have a cup of coffee. And enjoy just building Roman cities. Tastes so good. Alright. What can we do next? Well, we're starting to get bricks. That's good. We're at 8 of 48 marble, 17 of 32 timber. Marble I'm seeing right here. Timber we're getting some right here as well. I think we added a couple of timber yards here, so that should be fine. We can get rid of some of this stuff once we're done building this. And then we'll add our, whatchamacallit, we'll add our chariot guy. So we can get a chariot race going on here. We'll start betting all of our hard-earned money in the chariots and maybe lose some of it. It is possible. I have lost money on the races before, believe it or not. It's quite a rare occurrence, but it does happen even to me. So don't feel bad if it happens to you. We are in September now. How are we doing on sales? Specifically, I want to know about Athens. 37 of 40, 35 of 40. Okay, that's good. Alright. Actually, who does import us clay? Was it, I'm pretty sure it's a land route. Yeah, it's a Phesis. Okay, so once we start getting a little bit of clay to help this, it'll be coming in. We'll just drop it in this warehouse right here. That should be just fine. We'll just get like 8, and then we'll ship it over down here. Because we're starting to run out here already. We've got 7 clay left here. And even though our brick workshops are working at full capacity, it's not good enough. But it will be. We've got 5 bricks stored, 0.32. Okay. Alright. Where else can we start adding certain things? Start receiving food. Ooh, okay. So we are getting a food shortage here. It's good to know that we are probably straining this warehouse a bit too much. So let's add some more farms. Specifically, I kind of want to go this way. So let's go down here. Is this the right farm Tetris, do you guys think? We can go down this way. Like that. And let's get our engineer and prefecture up here. Let's go ahead and roadblock this. How are we doing with you guys? You guys are good. You guys are good, okay. So that's 4 more farms. We can add another one here as well. Actually, can we add 2? It would be nice if we could. We cannot. Okay, that is what it is. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so hopefully that'll help. That's 5 more farms. That'll keep this full. And then hopefully that gets, that keeps this full as well. If not, we can just add more farms. I don't know, we could put some up, what was it, up here? And then ship them around, and then I think we had some random farmland. Okay, there's some up here as well. I thought we had, okay, we have some over here, that's where it was. I knew we had like little patches of farmland somewhere else. We got, yeah, there's some up here too. Even some right here. I'm hesitant to use this too much because it's going to make these guys sad boys, but, you know, they can stay at small costs. It doesn't matter too much here. And they've got plazas. They've got this helping them, so I think it'll be okay. What that means, though, is we're going to have to set up a little bit of an infrastructure here to help them out. Now, this isn't too bad. Honestly, these 5 farms we just added might be just enough to get what we need. But let's wait and see. We'll give it a minute. Because there's a lot of fruit here. This is a ridiculous amount of fruit farms that we've got going. I wish I could add another farm right here. That would be nice and sweet. Did I miss this? Is this actually fruitable? It is not. It is not fruitable, boys. It's a damn shame. Okay. Well, I think we've reached a good point where we can wrap up here. I kind of wanted to do this last invasion. But we can do that next time, I suppose. We've got our Hippodrome on the very last phase. We're at 26 to 32 timber. We're starting to get the bricks and all that. We have the bricks right here. We're just waiting for the work boys to actually ship it out. They've been focusing on the timber and marble first. That's totally fine. We have I'll go ahead and pause it so we can zoom out. We've expanded our industry quite a bit here, so we have a lot of oil and wine that we're selling off all the time. Our timber has taken a big hit, so the timber industry is just not what it used to be. We could probably actually get rid of some of these timber workshops, or timber yards, and still sell efficiently here. We might do that next time. We're importing pottery directly instead of making our own, the reason being because we're not using that much of it, and because our economy is just so strong, we don't really feel the need to make our own and then sell it off for the boosts. We've got a lot of unused farmland here, too, that we could put into high gear if we wanted, and really just get more bang for our buck. But again, we're not that much in need at the moment. Same thing with here. We could probably add some more, maybe fruit farms and start shipping it out to new cities. We'll probably actually do that here. And then once we set up our city over here, which might be our last city, I think it will be, then or our last block, I should say, we'll really be swimming in gold. You know what I mean? Our defenses are strong. We only are missing one fort. We have 5 of a total of 6 forts. And I think we're on track to win this map. I don't see any big problems. I'm not foreseeing any big issues unless we get absolutely steamrolled by a huge barbarian invasion. But we should be okay on that. The only thing we're really not getting here is weapons. But, I don't feel like we need legionaries in particular on this map. I think handling it with the new infantry unit, having a lot of ballistas, and then a little bit of cavalry to soak up some damages is just fine. We're doing okay on that. So yeah, I think we're doing all right. Next time, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat it next time, but we should be pretty close. We'll have our patricians. That's going to be one of our main thing to get up next time is our patrician block. We'll level these guys up. The only thing we've really been waiting for is our unemployment to go up a little bit higher so that when we level these guys up, we don't get massive unemployment problems. But that should be happening quite soon. We've got a lot of plebs still moving in. We have a lot of open rooms in our houses, so that should be just fine. All right, well, thank you, everyone, for joining me today on this episode. This is part 4 of Caesarean Sardis. I hope you can like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. You can also check out my original YouTube channel. I do more history-related stuff for Rome and the Republic and the Empire on that. And I can link that down in the description as well. I'll be uploading the next episode of this hopefully in the next couple days, 2 or 3 days, so I'll get that out to you as fast as I can. So until next time, you guys have a good rest of your days, evenings, and mornings as they may be, and take care.